Today I'm going to demonstrate how to add pigeons to your new account based on a pedigree of a bird you may have recently purchased. For this sample we'll use a bird that I found a pedigree for on the internet, and this bird is from Little Riata Loft. Owner is Gary Nelson, and this is typical of most pedigrees you find on the internet or that you print out from the various pedigree software programs out there. We're gonna start by adding birds from the rear of the history of this bird toward the present. I won't add all of these pigeons, but I'll start with the parents and then work my way toward the target pigeon in this pedigree. So we'll start by adding late Remy, which is the sire. We'll go to our program and say create new pigeon. We'll add the name of the pigeon, which is late Remy, identification band. In this case I'll just make it up. I will say AU 400. No secondary band information, it's a cock bird. We'll say he was born in 05. Status is breeding. And we'll give him a 75 out of 100 and write a little something about him. We'll add a description for him. We'll say he's a blue bar, self with eyes of red, clean legs, markings none, we'll leave that blank, family root spearings, and last owner we'll say is Gary Nelson. We click on parents, and as you can see it says there are no cocks to select from and no hens to select from. So basically what this is telling us is that there are no other pigeons in the database for us to reference as the parents of this bird. So that's fine because we're only adding the parents and the subject of the pedigree. You can add an image if you choose. If you don't have one right now, you can add it later. And we'll go ahead and create the pigeon. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and add the mother. In this case we'll call her daughter Remy. Identification band, we'll say ATU 300. The gender is hen. We'll say that she's born in 06. Status is breeding. We'll give her 100 out of 100. Comment. Description, we'll say she's a blue check. Eye description yellow. Legs are clean. Markings, we'll say white flights. Family, again, root spearings. Last owner is Gary Nelson. We don't know the parents of this pigeon. Well, that's our assumption here because we're only adding that generation and then the subject of the pedigree. So we'll skip the parents, we'll skip the image, and we'll go ahead and create the pigeon. And here's daughter Remy. If we look under our pigeons tab, you'll see that we have two pigeons, daughter Remy and late Remy. Now we'll create the subject of this pedigree. And we'll say that this name is baby Remy. And we'll make up a band. We don't know the gender. He was born in August of 2010. Status is flying. I'll rate this pigeon as a 50. We'll say that this bird is great, and you can pretty much add anything here, and this will appear in the pedigrees that you print out. Description, we'll say he's a blue bar again, yellow, clean legs, no markings, route spearings, and I'll say Gary Nelson's the owner. And now when we choose parents, we do have something to pick from. Remember we added late Remy as the father, and there he is. We'll make him the father, and we added daughter Remy, so we'll make her the mother. We have an image, so we'll choose that and load it. Depending on the size of your image, it may take longer or less time to to be uploaded to the server. Now we can go ahead and create the pigeon, and here we go. We have baby Remy, and his parents are late Remy and daughter Remy. If we view his pedigree, you'll see that the father and mother appear there. If I click on the father, I will show that baby Remy is one of the progeny. If I go back and click on the mother, she will also show the progeny as being baby Remy. So what you're doing with this program is really creating objects, entities that represent pigeons. Every time you add a new pigeon, if he's part of your family, it's very easy for you to reference the parents as birds that are already in the system. So as you can see, you can create pedigrees very fast once you have all of your foundation birds in the system. If you're bringing in a new pigeon that's not related to your family, the very first pigeon you add, as far back as you want information on him, it will be a little bit more painful to add that first pigeon. But if later you acquire more birds from that family of birds, or let's say you generate birds from that one bird, adding the new birds to your record set is going to be very easy because all the ancestry is already there for you to wire up. So that does it for now. Thank you.